So I know that for many of us, this has probably been something we've been wanting to see for a long time, and I'm glad that they have brought this now available to everyone who has dreamed of wanting to play this game. Keep in mind that as someone who has been around long enough to have known about this game from the first time it was released, this is a very big deal to me. I mean, given all the Final Fantasies that I have played over the years, and especially on Twitch and YouTube, if you think about all the Final Fantasies that I've played over the years, of course, in addition to 14, I've also completed 4, 6, 7, the 7 remake, 10, and 10-2, and then I technically completed World of Final Fantasy because I did get the bad ending, quote-unquote, but I was never able to finish the epilogue because it got too convoluted and I couldn't find any guys that could help me reach the definitive ending, which was really unfortunate. And of course, if you count my little futile attempt at trying to play Final Fantasy 15, this makes this version of the game my 10th Final Fantasy game ever, which in of itself is insane, but the fact that I'm going to be taking this journey is really a testament to my love of this series and how I really hope I can share this with all of you. And so tonight, our journey begins on a game that I've known about for a very long time, but never had the chance to play until this became available. So, with that in mind, greetings people of the world, Matthias Griffin back with you for the start of a brand new Let's Play as we take on the 2023 Pixel Remaster of the original Final Fantasy. I'm really trying to find the words right now because I'm just so overwhelmed by what we're about to do, but I'm really looking forward to this and I cannot wait to share this with all of you, and I'm sure that for those of you who have been playing this game or been playing any Final Fantasy game and heard about this remaster, you've been wanting to play it yourself. Don't be shy about it, I know you have, and if you have, let me know about all the times you've been wanting to play this, or even if you played the original 8-bit version on the NES. Because this game was released in Japan in 1987, but we didn't get it in North America until a couple of years later, and the first time that I ever heard about the original Final Fantasy was by reading my aunt's copy of Nintendo Power magazine. Yeah, hands up if you have had a Nintendo Power magazine subscription at some point in your life. My family did for a couple of years, so did my relatives. They had Nintendo Power subscriptions, but yeah, this is how I first heard of Final Fantasy and how I heard that they kind of had like a little mini strategy guide in that copy of Nintendo Power that said you needed to get to at least experience level 27 to defeat the final boss, which kind of gives you an idea of what we could be in for. But I also have been told that this game has been nerfed somewhat, the Pixel Remaster has been nerfed somewhat, so I did have the opportunity to do a little bit of gameplay before coming on the air tonight. I wanted to see what was happening in the first town and do a few battles, but aside from that, this is all uncharted territory for me. So this is basically a blind Let's Play aside from a few minutes of learning the mechanics, understanding how towns operate, and that's pretty much been it. So, I think we have been saving this and waiting for this for a long time, but it's time to finally end the wait. Let's begin the brand new Let's Play of the Pixel Master of the original Final Fantasy. And in so doing, in keeping with the original Final Fantasy's tradition, you have the option to decide which of the type of warriors you will get to play as. There are a total of 6 in the game, and given that you have options, I will show the options. You have Warrior, Thief, Monk as 3 fighters, 3 melee jobs, and 3 magic jobs in Red Mage, White Mage, and Black Mage. Now, what I'm going to do here, and how I've decided how this is going to happen, is that my configuration will be based on what I've seen in randomizers, because this has become a popular randomizer to play on Twitch, and the person that I in particular like to watch do these randomizers whenever I have the opportunity to do so is someone who I actually started watching about 5 years ago when they were doing speedruns of the original Dragon Warrior. And so I'm basing my party setup on his configuration, and I'm hoping that this will be the optimal result, because for him it's the optimal result in randomizers, but will this be optimal for me in the game proper? So what we're going to do is we're going to have a warrior, a white mage, a black mage, and 2 warriors. Now, as for what I'm going to name my characters, well, first of all, I need to decide, select name for the character, up to 6 full-width characters or 12 half-width characters. Alright. So I think I know how I want to go about this, because in the original Final Fantasy, you could only have 4 characters for your name. You could only have 4 letters for your name, but this is very satisfying to know, and so I think I know exactly how I want to name my characters. For my 2 warriors, first, I'm going to name one after myself. So yeah, some characters and symbols may not display properly. Nah, that's not a problem. As for the second, I'm actually going to name the second warrior after the person that I watched the Final Fantasy randomizers on. His Twitch handle is NES Cardinality, but I just call him Card for short. Others call him Nescard or Nescar, but I like to call him Card, so I'm going to refer to our second warrior as Card. And I think when he sees this, I'm sure he'll be very grateful for the fact that I've done this homage to him in the Pixel Remaster of this game. Now, as for my White Mage and Black Mage, my White Mage and Black Mage will be named after the 2 viewers of my channel on both Twitch and YouTube who have been by far the most supportive of me throughout my time, and especially when it comes to Final Fantasy XIV, these 2 have really been more supportive of me than any other. And in addition to that, they also inspired me to get into Genshin Impact, which was what I've been playing for the last 7 months now. And it's actually going on 8 months, because I started in September of last year, and now we're going into the end of April for this year. So my White Mage will be named after one, the Black Mage will be named after another. So my White Mage is going to be named after someone who I really admire and someone who I have gained a true love for. One of my viewers is Elizabeth, and I've really grown to love her, and given what I know about her, she would make a perfect white mage for this journey, and so that's what I'm going to give my name to for the white mage. As far as the black mage is concerned, my other viewer who has really been incredibly loyal and supportive and who got me into Genshin Impact and has really been helping me a lot is known... Well, she's changed her handle a few times, but I know her by her original handle, which was Luna, which is also the character name that she used in her character in Final Fantasy XIV, and is actually eternally bound to my character Mathia in Final Fantasy XIV. So there is my warrior setup. 2 warriors, and yes, I do know that they're called fighters in the 8-bit version, so keep in mind that I am aware of that. And also, I have a white mage and a black mage, and so my character's named after myself, the person who inspired me as far as wanting to possibly take on Final Fantasy randomizers someday, and my 2 most loyal viewers. So, let's get this journey going. Begin the game with this party? Yes. Now loading. Back in 1987, the world lies shrouded in darkness. The winds die. But I guess it's not so bad if it's a sandstorm, especially for the people who live in there. And I fear these people are too close to a coast. the seas rage. The earth decays. As we zoom in to the starting point. But the people believe in a prophecy, patiently awaiting its fulfillment. When darkness veils the world, 4 warriors of light shall come. After a long journey, 4 young travelers did at last appear. And in the hand of each was clutched a crystal. And that's what they look like in their 8-bit glory, or maybe even their 16-bit glory. And so this is how we do things in game. We have our, of course, since we're playing this on a PS4 as opposed to an NES, the configurations for everything are much different. In fact, there are some things we can even do, which includes, and I don't understand why this, turning off random encounters. Which I'm like, why would I want to do that unless there's like a Kingdom Hearts-like achievement where if you beat the boss, if you beat the final boss at the end of the game at level 1, you get an achievement. But no, I'm not that kind of person. I actually want to play this game as it was intended. So yeah, just give you an idea of what the configurations are like. So we will close out. And so you can see our world map is in the upper right hand corner of your screen. And we are smack dab in the middle of it. That's all the places that we have to go to if we want to beat the game. And just like in Final Fantasy IV, the town and the castle are 2 completely separate locations. So we're going to go ahead and start by going into the castle. And if I change this to run, boom, there we go. Yeah, we gotta get to the king as soon as we can. The king is searching for the prophesied warriors of light. Those crystals! You must see the king at once! And so he's like, gets out of the way, and we meet the king. Hello, sir. Welcome, travelers. I am told you carry crystals. Is this true? Right here. It's just as Lucan's prophecy foretold. When darkness veils the world, 4 warriors of light shall come. And this is the Chancellor. Your Majesty, we cannot be certain that these are the warriors foretold by the prophecy. Yet they stand before us with the crystals. I cannot dismiss this as mere coincidence. Crystal bearers, there is a task I would ask of you. Will you rescue my daughter Sarah? Garland, a knight once in His Majesty's service, has adopted Princess Sarah. I ask for your aid in the name of His Majesty, the King of Cornelia. Garland has taken refuge in the Chaos Shrine which lies to our north. Of course, we did attempt to save the princess ourselves, but Garland is the finest swordsman in the kingdom. We have none who can match him. Yeah, sad. I've heard that you wish to journey to the continent to our north. The bridge leading north was lost long ago, making passage impossible. If you can rescue Sarah, I will have the bridge rebuilt as a token of my gratitude. Go now, warriors of light, and do not fail me. Yes, sir. So yeah, it's bolt out. I guess we should also check around, because there is more to this floor than meets the eye. Yeah, we got a guard over here, and absolutely nothing on this side for some reason. Don't ask me why, it's just like that. And then on the first floor, we have various people we can talk to. Of course, we're only going to talk to people unless we won't talk to people unless we absolutely have to. So in here, that is the Queen. I'm Jane, Queen of Cornelia. Please, please bring my daughter, my Sarah, back to me safely. See, obviously she's upset, and with good reason. And then on the other side, this is obviously the princess's bedroom. I guess that's her handmaid or something. So we go out of the town, or out of the castle rather, then we can enter the town. So this is Cornelia proper. So we begin by seeing that we have an inn right at the beginning of the place. There's also a water fountain we can actually interact with. Let's take a peek at your reflection in the water. Ugh, you're filthy. Use this to wash up. And so there are also things like these. We have our various stores. This sells the items we need, including the various common Final Fantasy items, potions, ethers, phoenix downs, eye drops, echo stuff, gold needles for curing stone, back to old school with sleeping bags, tents, and even cottages for 2,000 gil. Yeah, that's a lot. But we won't worry about that right now. For now, though, we'll go to the opposite side because this is where our weapons and armor are. So we'll start with our weapons. So we automatically start the game with 500 gil, and then it's up to us to build ourselves up further. Now, if none of my characters interact in any way, like that, then the item cannot be equipped by them. So as you can see, my 2 fighters are currently equipped with knives. My black mage can also take a knife, but it'll make him weaker. Then we can wear these staffs. It'll make my both of my warriors stronger, but so will the rapiers. Will make them even more stronger. And then the white mage can even equip the hammer, believe it or not. But we only are going to focus on getting the 2 rapiers for my 2 fighters, and then we will give the white mage a hammer for now. But this will change later. Yeah, because there's nothing really else the black mage can currently be equipped with. So we will put on our optimal gear. Yeah. Our accuracy is not that good, as you can see, but that'll change as we go along. Then over here where the armor is. So everyone's currently equipped with clothes, but the 2 fighters can be equipped with leather armor, but can also be equipped with chainmail, but that adds a significant amount of weight, but we will go ahead and give it to them anyway. Yeah, not much else we can do really at this point, so better just to deal with what we have. So we'll go ahead and start selling some of the stuff that I don't need to use anymore. And then we'll head out. Then, in between, we have our magic shops. We have our white and black mage shops. So if you had a white mage, you can make your white mage be equipped with magic. Now, as you can see, I believe they can only learn 3 spells at a time. So we'll have our white mage, Elizabeth, learn Cure, Dia, and Protect. Obviously, we'll have to change spells later. And then in the black mage shop, we'll speak with you. And he has fire, sleep, focus, and thunder. For now I will give him fire, and I will give him thunder. And then I think we might give him focus if I really want to try and make some pain happen. But for now, we're just starting out. We shouldn't be in that much of a concern. So, we'll head on out. Of course, the main task is to go northward in order to get to the first destination where Garland is. Now, you can't leave out through the walls, and you can't leave out through the castle, so you have to go around. And, yeah, you can't pass through the walls, as you can see. So we'll just go around a little bit and have the opportunity to find some random enemies to encounter. Starting with goblins, which is the basic initial enemy of the game. And as you can see, I'm already hitting them pretty heavily. And that, of course, is the variant of the original Final Fantasy battle theme. Of course, this is all the original, or this is all the remade version. So now we have goblin guards as well. Now, I know from watching the randomizer that there can be as many as 9 enemies on the screen at once. As far as I know, this was a thing that only occurred in the original Final Fantasy. As far as I know, you more than 9 enemies, or get close to that after the original. So all of our party gains an experience level. You know, we'll walk around for a little while in order to get ourselves some much needed equipment and items from the item shop in due time. So now we have wolves to deal with. I did not actually see wolves when I was testing the combat outs. Yeah, I saw goblins and that was pretty much it. And goblin guards in one battle. Yeah, we're all hitting the enemies pretty well right now. Except for Luna, who could probably use a few more opportunities to hit harder, but of course, she's a black mage, so it doesn't necessarily apply to her, at least not right now. I think in the next round we'll try and show off some of that black mage magic. Alright, so let's have... Alright, I don't know if multiple enemies can be targeted at once. Because I know it is a thing that comes in the later Final Fantasies, that you can target multiple enemies with a single spell. So here's what fire looks like. There we go. And onward. Next. Now let's see thunder. Oh, didn't even get the chance. Aw. But everyone did gain another level. Yeah, I really want a chance to get my Black Mage to show off the magic. Alright, everyone can have an enemy this round. Go. That's what it looks like. Now, from what I could see, it seems like if you cast enough spells, you'll be able to make them stronger. I think this is one of those systems where if you can do that, it makes things a lot easier for you. So yeah, my character... Wow, my white mage is really jumping in HP. Much more than everyone else. Wow. That's kind of a bit of a surprise there. Yeah, you expect my fighters would be just going crazy in terms of getting HP, but not yet. So it's 30 gil to sleep. And thus they did. And that's how they'll look. Huzzah! Alright. So since I've got myself a little opportunity to build myself up, let's start looking around a little. So I'm going to save. So yeah, I'm going to save over my little original file. Yeah, I only played this for about 13 minutes. But it gave me enough time to really understand how everything works. But I haven't really explored beyond the original area around Cornelia, so this point forward is all uncharted territory. But so far, these goblins can't do very much to me. Likely because I already built myself up so much. Alright, let's go beyond, because we can't go that way. Because that's the bridge that's out. And now let's fight these goblins. Yeah, just whack it with a mallet. So we're gonna miss there. So yeah, just checking my count here for my MP, seeing how much of it I can use. Because this is a brand new system to me. Okay, so here's where the place is, so now we have spiders to deal with. And this one legit hurts. Of course, the mages don't have better equipment as far as armor is concerned yet. So let's give this a try. The Chaos Shrine. We'll go around to see if there's things like treasure chests and whatnot. Ooh, Giga Swarm. I wonder what you do. It's so bad. Okay, that's legitimate damage now. Alright, I'm gonna try using fire on you. Take this. Yeah, that helps. Alright, the chest contained a leather cap. Is this something the Black Mage can wear? Head. It can be used. Good. Yeah, early on I'm pretty sure I'm going to be giving most of my armor to my mages, because they're definitely going to be needing that stuff for sure. Werewolves now are on the field. And you can see 7 enemies we're having to deal with here. Thankfully my characters are evading well, but ooh, Luna in a bit of danger here. She's definitely gonna need healing in this round. Alright, Cure on Luna. Elizabeth to the rescue! Yeah, I'll probably want to step it up as far as my attacks are concerned. Oh, and they're running! Oh, that's how it's gonna be? Really? That's what you're gonna do now? Well, I'll do what I can to stop that from happening again in the future. Here, you in the back. Take this. Our party's getting pounded here. Yeah, you in the back. Go down. Yeah, you can see it's healing itself. Oh, jeez, I'm out of magic already? Well, that didn't take long. Yeah, I guess I'll need to build that up a little more. So yeah, it doesn't work the way I expected. Oh! At least the werewolves are gone. Yeah, holy cow. On the other hand, look at all that experience I gained. Yeah, that puts my courage up to level 4 now. Yeah, and that was a vital HP jump for my Black Mage. Holy cow. Okay, so this lets me know that I can only cast these spells in Tier 1 X number of times. Yeah, we're figuring it out. Just 2 Goblin Guards this time. Well, Luna's still taking some pretty decent hits. That takes care of them. Yeah, I'm really close to a next level already. Giga Swarm, and I get the first move. Nice crit hit with the mallet. Get it in there. Oh, just that close to another level. Oh, this door's been secured with the Mystic Key. Ooh, zombies. Oh, this would have been a perfect time for me to use healing spell, or for me to use fire, rather. Oh, but on the other hand, I just realized, on the other hand, once I get around to my next turn, yeah, this is where Dia comes in. Go, Elizabeth! And that takes care of that. And there we go, level 5. Okay, so we gotta come back for the key. Got another worm to deal with. I probably should heal Luna when I get my next opportunity. Oh, we won't need to this round. Okay, can't use any more and can't move any from there, so yeah, and I have no items for healing currently, so we have to make a break for it at this time. But at least I've introduced myself now to the Chaos Shrine. So now we'll make our way back. No problem with my warriors. Still gotta get to the finish line though. And the fact that there's 8 tiers of spells makes me think, wow, that's a lot. So back to town. Give myself a much needed rest. But yeah, that 7 enemy battle helped a lot. Yeah, cheers to well-deserved rests. Okay, so as far as my equipment is concerned right now, I think that I'm good for the most part, but for now I need to start buying items, because if things go awry, I need as much as I can to help me get by. So 10 potions to start. Stores 1 MP from each magic level. Don't think about that point yet. But yeah, 10 is a good start for us, and we'll see how much farther we can take it. So, back out of town.